All right guys, I'm gonna make an official video on my brand new truck. So this is a 2022 TRD off-road in the blue Crush Metallic. So this is 2 years newer than my old truck and it has about half the miles. This one only has 48,000 miles. And I ended up paying $36,000 for this truck. Out the door was just about 40 grand flat, which I think is a pretty good deal for a 2022 off-road. And I mean, it's in literally perfect condition. So I'm gonna bring you guys around the entire truck and show you all the features and what the Tacoma is all about. And something a lot of you guys probably don't know about me is that my first car I bought, I'll throw up a photo, it was a BMW 135i, and the blue color that car was in was almost identical to this. And once I saw this blue color on this truck, I knew like I had to buy it just because I love the blue on that BMW so much, and I hated the silver car. It was way too boring. This one is this is the perfect Tacoma. If I were to go and spec one out myself, this is exactly how I would have done it. Now, one big feature I really wanted on this truck that mine didn't was the LED headlights. I love how these look. They look so much better than like the halogen ones that I used to have. These ones are so sick. I like this grille. I'm not gonna switch it out for like the TRD Pro one. Like I hate that. And then this has the LED fog lights too, but again, I'm probably gonna switch those out for some like Baja design ones, kind of like what I did in my last truck. Eventually, way down the line, we're gonna do some sort of bumper, but that's not gonna be for a while. But I don't know. If you have any good bumper recommendations, let me know for the future. Now, inside the truck, if you own a Tacoma, you know the interior is pretty simple. There's not much going on here, Shifter, e-brake, steering wheel, got, control buttons for music and that on the steering wheel. Got the screen here with Apple CarPlay and all that stuff. I mean, this truck does have individual climate controls. My truck before didn't. It was, just one dial for everything. So that is nice now that I can have, if my passenger's too cold, they can make it hotter. Before it was kind of like, however I wanted the car is how you're getting it, too bad, too sad. Since this is a TRD off-road, you have the locking diff up here, you have the four-wheel drive selector down here, and then you have the crawl control and multi-terrain select up here. I mean, again, these trucks are simple but built to last. There's no fancy gimmicks that are meant to make the truck any better. There's some, plug-in ports down there. That's a power seat. This is a manual seat, and then, yeah, I mean, just the, cloth seats from Toyota, and that's all you need to make these trucks last a lifetime. And I mean, obviously the interior in this one is much nicer than it was on mine. Mine was just, it had, 80, almost 90,000 miles. So, that interior was starting to get a little beat up, but this one is literally like mint. Actually, the person that used to own this truck was a cleaning lady. It was a maid. So from what I know, this truck has probably never even seen dirt until the other day when I drove it on some dirt. But besides that, that's like the best thing I could have heard, because I'm much rather buy a truck from a cleaning lady that just drives it to houses all day versus saying, oh, some high school kid that fucking probably jumped it. So I'm glad it's so clean. Sorry, there's a lot of really loud cars driving by. They're just making it really awesome to film. I'm gonna give you guys my plans with this truck so you know like what content to look out for in the future. So I already got new wheels and tires coming, and those will be coming in the next couple days. So keep your eyes on my TikTok and Instagram for those. And then after that, I don't know what I'm gonna do right after that. Wheels and tires, and then probably suspension. So definitely gonna throw King on here. I've talked to hundreds of you guys in my comments, and everyone recommends Kings or Icon. Not many people have recommended Fox, but I think I just have to go Kings. The blue on the blue is gonna look insane. I am so stoked for how that's gonna look. After suspension, definitely I have to get those Baja lights in the front for the fog lights, probably some light bars behind the grille, definitely some upper control arms. Leave good suggestions below. I do mostly, I live in San Diego, so mostly desert stuff, or Santiago, so God, these flies. Mostly desert stuff, so not don't recommend good upper control arms crawling. Most of the stuff I am doing is higher speed, so pre-runner stuff. I will go 35s one day once I get the suspension installed, but I already know that that's an absolute bitch to fit 35s on these trucks, so I'm gonna wait as long as I can until I do that. I know a lot of you guys wanted me to supercharge it and all that stuff, but I don't know if I would really do that at all, or if I did, it wouldn't be for a long time, just because I don't want to ruin the reliability of a truck. I don't want to go put an $8,000 supercharger on it just to have more problems. It works amazing how it is right now. And then eventually down the line, maybe get a soft topper on here, you know, get some other bumpers, new taillights, maybe new headlights. I mean, I want to build this thing out to be pretty sick but practical. I don't want to go, you know, over the deep end, 37s, long travel fenders. Like, I want to keep it like, you know, OEM plus, you know. So leave suggestions to good parts and all that stuff, and I'll definitely take a look at it. But this is my new truck, and as you guys know, the last one got stolen. It's probably, I hope that whoever stole it is probably ripping it through Tijuana right now. That's what I would hope. Dude, I'm getting attacked by flies. Like, this is insane. I'm actually getting attacked. Oh my gosh. But if you want, please join my WAP community for like all truck stuff. It's 100% free. Like, me and a bunch of people in there talk about trucks. I'm gonna be planning like rides. When we did a ride a couple of weeks ago to Santiago, so we'll be doing more rides like that in there. I'm trying to get some brands to give me like affiliate links for discounts for you guys. So I'm talking to a few brands right now and trying to get some like affiliate links to you guys, so you could go and buy stuff from their websites and get, you know, 20–30% off. So I'm working on that still, so join that because there's gonna be tons of benefits in there, especially you live in this area. Like, we're gonna be doing rides together very soon once I get this thing looking not as stock. So please join that. And this is my first YouTube video I've done on this truck, so I don't know how it's gonna do, so please leave a like, comment, and share, and subscribe, because I'm gonna be putting out tons of new videos on YouTube now. Once I start building this, we'll be doing some like build videos. So yeah, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.